So today I'm going to show you how to make some goulash. So goulash is a Hungarian dish, and it can also be a Portuguese dish. So basically it is usually made of beef and vegetables with sort of like a paprika flavour, and finished with a bit of sour cream. So of course we're going to be cutting out the sour cream and we're going to be cutting out the beef. So when we cut out the beef, we don't actually have to replace it with anything. You could put a meat substitute if you wanted to, but we're just going to skip that over and just go straight to just having the vegetables. But instead of having a whole bunch of vegetables, we're going to make this one nice and simple and just use beans. So of course, if you want other vegetables, you can just add those in yourself. And for the sour cream at the end, we're just going to be using a bit of coconut milk. So, you know, it's only really there to sort of dull the spice from the paprika a bit. So that's pretty much all there is to it for that. So let's get started. Alright, start with the pan, put it on a medium-high heat, and put in 2 tablespoons of oil. Right. And put in 1 large, finely sliced onion. Okay, keep this cooking for about 5 minutes. So you want the onions to sort of soften up quite a bit. So cook this for about 5 minutes. Alright, that's been about 5 minutes on that. So turn this down to a medium heat and put in 2 cloves of garlic. It's been grated. Put in. And you want to put in about a tablespoon of smoked paprika. So you don't have to put a tablespoon of it in. It's a major flavour, but it really depends how spicy you want it. So you can lower that to about a teaspoon if you want, or keep it a tablespoon if you want the proper flavour in there, but that's really up to you, so you just decide on that. Alright, mix it in. Just keep it on the heat for about a minute. Alright, now add in 1 can of tomatoes. Okay, then you want about half a can of water. Alright, keep this cooking in this medium heat for about 10 minutes. You want it to really thicken up. Alright, so it's been close to 10 minutes on that. So you can just check how thick yours is. If you want it a little thicker, you can leave it a little longer. But what we're going to do now is put in 1 can of beans. Got a 4 bean mix here. Stir that in. Alright, let this cook for 2 more minutes. Okay, so now let's put it together. So I've got a bowl here. I'm just going to put a bit of flatbread there to go with it. And just spoon some out. Now, usually you'd put a sour cream onto this, so I'm just going to put a bit of coconut milk instead. So this is more or less just to dull the spice just a tiny bit. Getting a lot of that. Just goes in there. And let's put a bit of olive oil over the bread. Get a bit of extra flavour. That's basically it. So that's the goulash finished up. So you saw I served it out. Like I said, just put the bread, put the goulash in, put some of the coconut cream on top, a bit of olive oil on the bread. Goes together nicely. Now flatbread wouldn't usually be traditionally served with this sort of thing. You want sort of like a crustier sort of bread. Would go a lot better with this particular dish, but I've just put it with the flatbread just for something a bit more unique, just to have it a bit different. But you're welcome to serve it up with whatever you like, or of course you can eat it as it is. Now one thing to note is I didn't put any salt in this for, you know, seasoning. I didn't put any seasoning in. That's because we've used canned beans and they usually have salt in them, so when you put those in, it adds the salt. If you find it's not salty enough, just put a bit of salt on to garnish, or you can put a bit of salt when you're cooking it. That's pretty much what you need to do with that. But other than that, like I said, it doesn't really need anything else. It goes good as a dish on its own, goes good as a side dish. It's really up to you, but that's about all there is to it, so enjoy.